And so let me go ahead and move on to the first topic of today. And that has to do with Miss Cynthia Erivo and also Aretha Franklin. And I have it right here. This is a report from the Griot, and we also have it at Shadow and Act as well. And what they're saying is Aretha Franklin's family's protest genius Aretha after failed talks with network. And also over here on the Shadow and Act, it says Aretha Franklin's family asked fans to boycott genius Aretha, saying they were disrespected. Now, I will just go ahead and say, before I even play the clips or anything like that, I personally was not going to support this film or this limited TV series for a number of reasons. One is, well, let me just talk about Miss Cynthia Erivo first. Let me give credit where credit is due. This woman right here, Cynthia Erivo, she's a very, very talented actress. She really is. She is very talented. If I were to say she was not talented, I think that would be a lie. And I'm not on here to lie. The woman can act. The woman can act. And what else can she do? She can also sing. She can also sing very well. She's a fantastic artist. You know, I mean, she's talented. She can act. She can sing. I did not enjoy her in Harriet. If you want to go check out my review for that, I did pull out the bleach as well on that. I did not like her in Harriet. You know, but she did a good job in Widows. I remember that film. She did a good job in Widows. She did a damn good job in Bad Times at the El Royale that came out in 2018. She was acting great in that, and she was also singing great in that too. So I'm not gonna just sit here and say that the sister is not talented. You know, right here it said that she can be doing Pinocchio, Carrier, and Needle in the Time Stack. And you know, I'm not too familiar with those, but there's some other properties too. If you just want to look at her filmography, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that the woman is not talented, but she is talented. But one of the reasons why I am not going to promote this is because, you know, Aretha Franklin, that's an icon. And I've always said on this channel that I always prefer a Black American in real life be played by a Black American. And that is not the case with Cynthia Erivo. But let me go ahead and bring in my first guest. He is popping in from the east side, and that is the living legend Larry. With today, I feel like, what is going on, my brother? What is going on?
Man, I was running through trying to finish my my video. And, man, I'm gonna jump right in on this. I'm so tired of all this BS with these people coming in playing these American icons. You know, if you want to come in and play some random Black fictional character, cool. I don't want to see any more. I don't want to see any more non-Black Americans playing Aretha Franklin. I don't want to see any more non-Black Americans playing Harriet Tubman. I don't want to see any more non-Black Americans playing Malcolm X or Martin Luther King Jr. or any prominent African American icon. There are enough Black actors here in this country that are talented that can play those roles. Come on, and you know what it is? They're trying to be slick. They're not slick. What they're trying to do is they're trying to piss us off intentionally. So they end up saying, "Oh no, we're hiring Black actors, and if you guys aren't going to watch the movies, then we just won't make them," because they know Black people are getting pissed off. Like, why do you keep casting these non-Black Americans to play Black American roles? And people are starting to say, "I'm just not going to watch your crap anymore." And eventually they'll say, "If you're not going to watch it, we're not going to make it." So right on. They're trying to put us in this catch-22 because they don't want to support Black Americans. They're willing to support any other Black person. They'll support Africans. They'll support you British, citizens or subjects, whatever. They just hate Black Americans, and they're trying to pull some BS on us. We need to stop supporting that garbage.
Larry, I agree with you 100% on that. And so I really do. I'm not saying these brothers and sisters can't come over here and act. I'm not saying they can't play exactly all kinds of roles. I mean, I have no problem. You want to throw a Black person from the UK in a Marvel movie or a DC movie or a Fox, production of some sort. Anything. I don't give a hot pucky two spit whatever. Right. Two thumbs up. If you come over here and you start trying to talk about, oh, we're going to play Malcolm X. Nah, son. No. I don't want to hear you playing Malcolm X. I don't want to hear you playing MLK.
Harriet, nobody. And if I see a damn British person playing Frederick Douglass, boy, I think I might snap. I'll be like, come on, man.
Hey,
come
man,
on.
tell me how you really feel, man. But no, I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you. And this is I mean, hey, and another thing is, look, right before you popped in, I said, look, I'm not going to talk bad on Cynthia Erivo and say that she is not talented, because she can act and she can sing. And so I just have to be honest there. And if you're watching this right now and you still want to watch Genius Aretha, hey, watch it. And I hope you enjoy it. Okay. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you my opinion.
I am. Well, I'm telling you, don't watch it. I'm hating.
Well, that's Larry. I mean, you can do, you're a grown man, you're a grown woman, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to do it because, one, for the reasons that Larry just mentioned, which I feel very passionate about. The second reason is Cynthia Erivo called Black Americans wild animals on Twitter a few years ago. And so that's just like, wait a minute, that is so disrespectful, you know, and you do this. But then you take on the role of a Black American. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So that's just two reasons right there. Number three is this right here. You know, Aretha Franklin chose Jennifer Hudson to play in the role. And I mean, come on. And, you know, like, I'm not going to go against that. We know we got Respect coming out later on this year. And then what the main article is about, let me go ahead and play the video for the people.
Let me just touch on what you just said right there, where you said Aretha chose her to play her character. And let's not, and people want to get out there and you can get to say all kinds of things of what you want to say about American actors. You cannot talk about Jennifer Hudson. This is a woman who is out there that put it down on American Idol, showed she had legitimate singing credentials. She has made numerous platinum albums. And she won a damn Oscar. Her first time out the gate. Her first time out the gate acting. This woman won an Oscar. She can put it down. So anybody who's thinking she doesn't have the bona fides to play this role is fooling themselves. And I think it's flat out disrespectful for them to just say, oh, forget Aretha what she wants. We're going to throw this Nigerian UK actor in here and she'll do it fine. No, you cannot play an American woman like that because you just don't have it. You're not an American. I don't expect that a Black American can go over to the UK and get all the intricacies of what it's like to be a Black British subject, because we're not. Just like you can't get all the fine details of being a Black American, because you're not, and you never will be, because you are from somewhere else and have been somewhere else, and you're not even trying to come here and be here.
Let me go ahead and grab this real quick.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
Thank you so much, dear Latrice, for the super chat. I appreciate it. $14.99. Aretha chose who she wanted, Jennifer Hudson. No one asked for this portal. And thank you so much, dear Latrice.
I don't even know why you put this in here, B. Avery. You knew this was gonna set me off, man.
Hey, I mean, look, this came out this past week, you know, and also this is debuting today. Today is March 21st, and I believe, today it is coming out tonight. You know, what is that, 8 Central? So in like 1 hour and 9 minutes, this will be debuting, and I had the option to see it, but I didn't want to for reasons we just talked about. But before we go on, let's just see what Aretha Franklin's granddaughter had to say.
It has to go. This movie 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 has to go.
Hi, I'm Grace Franklin. My grandmother is Aretha Franklin. I'm the one pictured in that video, along with my siblings, my parents, and some of my friends. As most people know, there are 2 biopics of my grandma currently being made, the Respect movie with Jennifer Hudson and the Genius series with Cynthia Erivo. As the immediate family, we feel that it's important to be involved with any biopic of my grandma's life, as it's hard to get any accurate depiction of anyone's life without speaking to the ones closest to them. During the process of writing, directing, and filming this movie, we've reached out to Genius as a family on multiple occasions where we've been disrespected and told that we will not be worked with. As the immediate family, emphasis on immediate, we do not support this film, and we ask that you also do not support this film, as we feel extremely disrespected, and we feel that there will be many inaccuracies about my grandmother's life. Thank you.
Can't hear you, B. Avery.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Well, there you go, man. You heard it right there. Moochie, what's up, B. Avery and Larry? And hey, how you doing, Moochie? How you doing? How you doing?
Moochie in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zia Latrice, I'm not watching it. You know, and they keep pushing the data on respect. That is what and thank you for everybody in the chat. I got 76 people. If I can get 76 thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. I got 42 and I have one downvote, but that's okay. You know, maybe their stomach hurts or something like that. But if I can get 77 thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I can't read. It says widows sucked, but this is what I will support right here. I will support Jennifer Hudson in Respect that is coming out this August. Aretha Franklin picked her herself, but got the report right there from Deadline. And I mean, you know, like you said, she's talented. She's proven herself. I'm going to be supporting Jennifer Hudson all the way. I'm not going to be supporting. I'm not going to be watching this. I'm not going to be watching that. Cynthia Erivo as Aretha Franklin is not a good clean soul to me. I'm just not going to have it. You know, again, and my reasons are it's a non-Black American. Number two is Cynthia Erivo called Black Americans wild animals or katas. Apparently the studio is being disrespectful to the family, and Aretha chose Jennifer Hudson. So that's 4 reasons. One of those reasons alone is good enough for me. And so I actually have 4. So,
did you hear that BS that they put out in that article that you sent over saying the studio saying, oh, we spoke to many people. We spoke to, what was his name? Clive Davis and other associates of the Franklin estate. Or so it was like, oh, so you're making a movie about a Black American woman and you're trying to tell us that you guys did a good job because you spoke to a white man.
Yeah.
You know, a white man who throughout all of music history has been known to rob Black artists of their money and their royalties.
Yeah,
so we're supposed to take it as, oh yeah, this is going to be a great movie because you spoke to him. Oh, and you didn't speak to the family. You spoke to associates of the estate. So who'd you speak to? What? Her former manager, her former agent, her former so-and-so accountant, all of them that probably ripped her off back in the day. So you didn't speak to anybody. You spoke to some randos. I mean, this is just ridiculous, man. I mean, if I was Cynthia Erivo, I would just simply say, you know what? Considering what's happening in the country right now with Black people getting really upset about this, I don't want to be a part of this project. I'm just going to go ahead and let you cast somebody else because this is going to be a bad look for my career overall.
I agree, man. I agree. So I think we are in 100% agreement there. But guys, if you want to watch it, it's going to be on tonight. You know, in about an hour and 5 minutes. I won't be watching it, but hey, if you want to watch it, you can watch it.
You know what else you can do if you want to watch? If you're tempted to watch this, you can go back and watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier again.
Yeah,
watch that.
Yeah, watch that.
Or what you could do is go watch the first half of Zack Snyder's Justice League, cut, and then next week when they're bringing on the next 2 episodes, you can watch the second half of Justice League, and then you can just do that again and just rinse and repeat.
Right, you can. So there it is. Respect. Let me see what everybody is saying in the chat. I'm not watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's not the same without Captain. Okay. You have Jennifer Hudson is perfect.
What are you talking about? There is Captain America is in that movie. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
He is in there. Did you not realize that? Did you not realize that? That Sam is becoming the new Captain America. I mean, what are you talking? Cap is in there.
We'll get to it. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson is perfect actress to play Aretha Franklin. I agree. The layer 2, 3, 4, 4. I agree. I'm not mad at Cynthia Erivo. But
that's a no-brainer. Jennifer Hudson was a no-brainer for that role. Right. I mean, I can't even imagine anybody else playing that.
I still just can't get over the wild animal thing. But what's going on, Lamont? And I hear you, Larry, and thank you. You were perfect with your words. I agree 100%. But how you doing, sir? How you doing, Lamont?
I'm good, fellas. How y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good, man. We're doing pretty good. But Lamont, we was getting through the first topic about Cynthia Erivo and her debut tonight with the Genius Aretha on the National Geographic Channel. Larry was very spirited with his opinion, and I pretty much agree with everything that he had to say. Then after that, we just talked about Kingsley Ben-Adir being in the Secret Invasion. I know you already talked about that on your show. But Larry was nice enough to point out that a couple of people in the chat may have been a little bothered by our comments on Cynthia Erivo taking on the role of Aretha Franklin. Do you have an opinion on that, sir, that you would like to put out in the world?
Well, the family doesn't really want her to play that role.
Right.
But it comes down to who controls the estate, who controls the rights to the story. And apparently the family doesn't wholeheartedly control the rights. The family has had a problem with Cynthia Erivo, from what I understand, since she just played Harriet Tubman. They wasn't really feeling her. They wanted someone from America. They actually wanted Jennifer Hudson to play any and everything that covers Aretha Franklin. So they was very disappointed. And I'm on the side of, go with what the family wants. If the family wants a specific person to play their loved one, why not do that? Why are you going with someone else? Maybe, and from what I understand, Jennifer Hudson is going to be doing an Aretha Franklin role.
Yep, right here.
So I'm on the side of the family. When people die, you want to respect their wishes. And even though they do have sour grapes about the person selected, I'm on the side of just go with what the family wants. Like I said, they didn't care for her portrayal of Harriet Tubman, so they had reservations about that. And when you have someone who has been pretty much the heart and soul of your family, she's created legacy for your family, I would be on the side of where the family wants to go.
I don't think people understand what it means when you have someone who has a cultural and personal connection to the story in the room. If I, like, for instance, with Harriet, that scene that bothered me was like she was about to get killed and she was basically rescued by a white dude.
Yeah.
I think a Black American female actor in that room had been cast for that role, she would have said,
Wait a
no.
minute.
She would have said, no, we have to rewrite this. There's no way in hell Harriet's being rescued by some crazy ass white dude.
Agreed.
And that, but someone who doesn't have the cultural ties, they're just gonna let it go. They're just gonna read right past it. They may not even notice it. They're just gonna read right past it, or they're just gonna blow it off and say, it's not a big deal. Whatever. Let's keep pushing to the next scene.
And all Black immigrants, a lot of them don't look at white supremacy of the system or white supremacy the same way we do. And some of them do, and some of them are riders. What's up to all y'all out there? But they just look at the whole thing different, and they disregard our contribution to this country, which is building it. And I mean, I can go on and on.
They come here in a lot of ways. They act like white people in some respects, or other immigrants that don't respect our contributions, because Black people as a whole have built this country on every level. We built this country physically from the ground up. We built the economy of this country on our backs. And then when we set in motion all of the civil rights movements for all these other groups. It doesn't matter if you are Black, Asian, gay, whatever it is that you are, that you are considered a minority group or some sort of group that needs to have your civil rights defended and expanded. It is Black people that have set that path for you, we broke trail. And for people to try and come here and disrespect that and set us aside is absolute and utter BS. And one of the best ways to make our voices heard about that is simply speaking with our dollars, just simply saying, we're not going to patronize that. You want to make that garbage? Cool, make it. Waste your $100 million. Waste your 70, 50, whatever that series costs. Waste all that money, because we're not going to watch it. And if we don't watch it, everybody says, oh, Black people aren't watching that? I'm not watching that. If they're not watching it, why would I watch it? Because that's what people do. We are the trendsetters in this country, in this world.
Lay says that we sound ridiculous, man. I mean, thank you for your opinion. We're just giving ours. Hold on, what did you say? Where did it go again? Y'all sound ridiculous. They wouldn't have a British white guy play Elvis. Y'all only say this crap with the Black people. I mean, Lay, are you? Let me ask you this: What am I supposed to do if?
Wait, be angry.
They sound like they're agreeing with us and don't even realize it.
Never mind. Larry said it for me. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, Larry said it.
No, yeah, man. You both of y'all, knocked out the park. And so, Lamont, do you have any other comments about Cynthia Erivo, Genius, Aretha, Jennifer Hudson?
I'm not watching the Cynthia Erivo. I'm with Larry. It helps that we support our dollars, and when we support our dollars going where we want them to go, white people tend to respond asking questions, why are they not following it? And then they tend to drop off once they understand why we're not following it. So I can't give her no support either.
And here's the thing, B. I don't mean to harp on this, but I think it's so important that we as people of color make our voices heard and say we want quality content that represents us. And that content we will support, because if we don't, we're going to see more crap where they keep on casting these folks in this. We saw what it. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the current generation of hip hop, but what they have done with hip hop in the last probably 15 to 20 years is they have taken hip hop, what used to be a very socially conscious movement, people out there really putting stuff out that was quality, to a bunch of mumble mouth mush rappers like, Tahishi 6ix9ine and all those people out there wearing purple and green hair that are saying nothing, running around talking about their thugs and gangsters and shooting each other. It's like, that's fine if you want to talk about experiences in the street, but you don't make that real life. That's not what that's about. Hip hop was about elevation, not about trying to live some gangster life in the real world. I mean, that's just dumb. I mean, how many people do you know how many white people make $1 million or $100 million and they want to go act like they're still bootlegging, corn mash? I mean, I'm not saying we have to be like them, but at the same point, it's like once you make your money, we have a perfect Jay-Z is the perfect role model for all rappers. Go in there, start making your money, take that money, invest in something else. Don't go out there and continue with the tomfoolery. You can talk about the stuff that got you there, but stop with the tomfoolery. Right. And if we continue to support that crap, they're going to continue to feed it to us time and time and time and time again.
Right on, man. Right on. How you doing, ma'am? Oh. How are you doing? Welcome, Sharronda. Welcome. How are you doing, my sister?
I'm okay. I'm sorry I look crazy as wash day. I had to wash my hair, child.
You're good. You don't look crazy at all. How are you?
The devil's been busy on my scalp, but other than that, I'm okay.
Well, guys, I'm about to bring it to the end, but I just want to ask Sharronda something. My first topic, the Genius Aretha debuts tonight on National Geographic, but my first topic was the family of Aretha Franklin. Was the guy asking people to boycott? Do you have any comments on that?
I do have comments on that. Thank you for asking. I know how much you hate Cynthia. So,
I didn't hear that last. What did she say? She said what?
I don't think he ever said that.
What did she say?
Sharronda tried to get you cut.
What did she say? But Sharronda, go ahead about the Cynthia Erivo.
Infinite science.
So with the Cynthia thing, so this is how I look at it, because people have been asking me about it. I've watched the Genius thing. I interviewed Cynthia. I need to see Jennifer Hudson's version of respect. Mm-hmm. And here's why. Because there could be a couple of reasons. There could just be a legitimate, hey, they didn't ask for our input. We didn't have anything to do with this. We don't know if this stuff is accurate. Or also to B, it could be, hey, they not paying us. We got paid for the movie. So let me just tell y'all to go ahead and boycott this and support the movie, which is what we get. They might have some type of deal that they make money off the box office. But from the things that I have seen from Genius, they might have been spilling a lot of tea, because I was just like, oh, this was happening? So it might be a lot. What I try to help people understand is when they're doing biopics or biopics, whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, there's still an image that you want to maintain, right? So you're not going to let them spill all the tea or talk about all the craziness that was happening in your family and things like that. So that's why, for me to really understand why they're doing this, because they've known for years that they were working on this. Like, it's not like they just popped up and like, hey guys, we have a whole Aretha show. Like, we've known this since the beginning of time. So I would just need to be able to see respect to see how far in depth did they go about what was happening with Aretha, with her family, her upbringing, you know, certain influences in her life. So I just need to know. But I mean, okay, you tell people to boycott it. Hey, that's your right. That's your opinion. I'm gonna watch both and see, you know, what the differences are.
So do you plan on reviewing this? Do you plan on reviewing it or recapping?
Yeah, I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna review both of them because I'm just gonna support 2 Black projects.
Do you want to? You don't have to, because you could want to wait to till you put your review out. But do you feel comfortable saying if they should pay or wait or see it or not, or do you want to wait? You don't have to. No,
it's okay. So I'm still watching it. I haven't gotten through all the, because it's like 8 episodes. So I haven't gotten through everything because I'm watching a lot of different things for interviews and stuff. But I mean, right now, I think it's fine. I need to keep watching to see how all of it plays out. I think if I have my biggest criticism about this version of Genius, is just like Cynthia just doesn't look like her. I feel like I'm just watching Cynthia sing Aretha songs, and Cynthia has a beautiful voice, amazing voice. But it's like kind of when you think of like the United States versus Billie Holiday and how Andra like transformed, became her, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol to get her voice raspy enough to meet the pitch to have Billie Holiday's voice. I don't know if I'm necessarily seeing that transformation in the Genius Aretha, but that doesn't mean that the performances aren't good or that the music isn't good. So that's just where I'm at.
Well, cool. I'm not watching.
But like Black Beach said, people just don't like Cynthia, and that's y'all business. I ain't no mind.
I hear you. Yeah. Well, this is Sharronda, thank you.
Probably because how she disrespected Harriet.
Yeah. You know, but Larry was heated earlier. But
Larry stay mad.
I don't stay mad, man. I love everybody, but I don't like to see my people's disrespected, especially not my Black women.
Right on. I cannot wait to chop this segment up of the video because it's debut tonight. So
man, you have like 3 weeks where you got to put out a video every 10 minutes.
But